Today we will begin ratio analysis. Entire ratios are divided into four categories. Liquidity ratio, next is your solvency ratio, next acid test ratio, and thereafter profitability ratio. So now let us begin with liquidity ratio. Today we will cover liquidity ratio and solvency ratio only. So let us focus on liquidity ratio. Now this liquidity ratio is divided into two parts. एक है current ratio and second one is your quick ratio or liquid ratio. So let us complete current ratio at first. Current ratio is current assets by current liability. Now what are the current assets? Current assets means current investments plus inventories, but inventory must exclude loose tools and spares parts. Trade receivables, cash and bank balance, short-term loans and advances, and other current assets. So these all are current assets that we need to consider to calculate our current ratio. Next is your current liability, short-term borrowings plus trade payables, other current liabilities and short-term provisions. These all are our current liabilities. I have given asterisk in heads of trade receivable, trade payables and short-term provision because I have clarified here कि trade receivables मतलब होता है trade और sundry debtors and bills receivable. एंड ट्रेड पेएबल्स का फॉर्मूला होगा ट्रेड और सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्स प्लस बिल्स पेएबल. ओके, तो शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजंस क्या है ना? शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजंस मतलब प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्सेशन प्लस proposed dividend. Keep in mind, short term provisions means short term provision for taxation and proposed dividend. Next is your quick ratio or liquid ratio, which means quick assets by current liability. This is also can be said like liquid assets by current liability. Now what is this quick asset or liquid asset? Quick assets or liquid asset means current assets minus inventory minus prepaid expenses. Next is your, this is that much only we are having in liquidity ratio. Only there is two formulas, एक है current ratio and second one is your quick ratio or liquid ratio. Next come to your second concept, solvency ratio. Here first formula is your debt to equity capital. The formula is debt or long term debts by shareholders fund. Now what is this debt is? Debt means total borrowings. Now total borrowings means long term borrowings plus long term provisions. Long term borrowing plus long term provision. And shareholders fund, share capital plus reserves and surplus. So now share this formula you can derive like this कि non-current assets plus current assets minus current liability minus non-current liability, that is total borrowings. Total borrowings means this only, long term borrowings and long term provision. तो शेयर होल्डर फंड हम लोग दो वे से यूज कर सकते हैं, दो वे से निकाल सकते हैं, दैट इज शेयर कैपिटल प्लस रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस. And non-current assets plus current assets minus current liability minus non-current liability or total borrowings. Now come to your next part, proprietary ratio. Proprietary ratio is shareholders fund by total assets. Now shareholder fund just now हम लोग पीछे में पढ़े थे what is shareholders fund. Here we are discussing only total assets. Now total assets means non-current assets plus current asset. अभी non-current asset means what? ना tangible fixed asset plus intangible fixed asset plus non-current investments and long-term loans and advances. Tangible fixed assets may include land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fittings. And intangible fixed asset include goodwill, trademark, copyright. Non-current investment means when we are investing our fund for more than 1 year, they are non-current investment लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस मतलब होता है जब हम लोग किसी को लोन दे के रखे हैं फॉर मोर देन 1 years. And next is your next formula is point number 3, debt to total asset ratio, which is debt or long term debts by total assets. Long term debts अभी हम लोग पीछे में पढ़े and total assets also just now I have said you कि total assets means non current assets plus current assets. This is how we supposed to consider this in our debt to total assets ratio. Next come to your point number 4, interest coverage ratio. This means net profit before interest and tax. In short we say this profit before interest and tax divided by interest. So net profit before interest and tax, this must be given in your sums, and interest we need to calculate. So now interest means what? Interest means when we are taking loan we supposed to pay interest on that. When we have issued debentures we have to pay interest on that. That only we supposed to consider under interest. Okay, so till here two type of ratio we have discussed, current ratio and solvency ratio. Now let us begin with point number C. First one is your acid test ratio. Acid test ratio means trade receivable turnover ratio. So where net credit revenue from operation divided by average trade receivable. Now net credit revenue from operation means total revenue from operation minus cash revenue from operation and minus sales return. And average trade receivable means opening trade receivable plus closing trade receivable divided by 2. And trade payables turnover ratio, net credit purchase divided by average trade payable. Again now net credit purchase means what? Total purchases minus cash purchase minus purchase return. This is our net credit purchase. And average trade payable means opening trade payable plus closing trade payable divided by 2. So this is our trade payable turnover ratio. First one was trade receivable turnover ratio. So just see this is the opposite. trade receivable से just trade payable हम लोग का opposite से. यहाँ net credit revenue from operation, यहाँ है net credit purchase. Now come to your third part, working capital turnover ratio, which means revenue from operation divided by working capital. Revenue from operation means the sales we are knowing only, and working capital means current assets divided by current liability. Now come to your next formula. This is last formula of this part. So inventory turnover ratio. Inventory turnover ratio means cost of revenue from operation divided by average inventory. Now cost of revenue from operation means opening stock plus purchase plus direct expenses less closing stock. This is a formula, and this can be explained like this also, कि revenue from operation minus gross profit. Revenue from operation means sales. So when you are deducting gross profit from your sales, you will be getting cost of revenue from operation. सो कॉस्ट ऑफ रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन का दो फॉर्मूला है, एक है ओपनिंग स्टॉक प्लस परचेज प्लस डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस माइनस क्लोजिंग स्टॉक, और एक है तुम्हारा रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन माइनस ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. एंड नाउ एवरेज इन्वेंट्री मतलब होता है ओपनिंग इन्वेंट्री प्लस क्लोजिंग इन्वेंट्री डिवाइडेड बाय 2. तो ये था हम लोग का थर्ड पार्ट. नाउ कम टू योर फोर्थ पार्ट, प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी रेशियो. Profitability means at first gross profit ratio, gross profit by revenue from operation into 100. So revenue from operation we are knowing कि it is sales. Now how to get your gross profit? Now revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation. Revenue from operation minus cost of revenue from operation is our gross profit. Now come to your next, net profit ratio. Net profit ratio means net profit divided by revenue from operation into 100. Now to calculate this net profit, gross profit plus other income minus indirect expenses minus tax. I repeat, net profit means gross profit plus other income less indirect expenses less tax. Next is your operating ratio. Operating ratio means cost of revenue from operation, that means cost of goods sold, cost of revenue from operation plus operating expenses divided by revenue from operation into 100. Now revenue from operation means sales we are knowing, Cost of revenue from operation means cost of goods sold. Just now we explained in your inventory turnover ratio. Now operating expenses. Now what is this operating expenses is? Operating expenses means profit, office and administrative expenses plus selling and distribution expenses. It means sub office and administration related expenses and sale or distribution related expenses to be included in operating expenses. And operating income मतलब क्या ना, commission receive plus discount receive. This type of incomes are operating income. Now come to your operating profit ratio. Net operating profit by revenue from operation into 100. Now what is this net operating profit? Net operating profit means net profit after tax. That means whatever profit after tax less non-operating expenses and add non-operating expenses and less non-operating income. So let me repeat once. Non-operating profit means net profit after tax add non-operating expenses. Non-operating expenses means all sorts of expenses which are other than your office and sellings related expenses. That means expenses other than office administration and selling related expenses are our non-operating expenses and less non-operating income. So this is the all about your formulas that we need to mug up for accounting ratios. Thank you.